You know, it's really important to put high ingredient products on your motorcycle. Slick products, it's non-corrosive. Longevity is really important. You only want to put good gas in your bike, right? Well, the same needs to be for the cleaners too.
Hi, and welcome back to Dirtbike Magazine's video series, Year 21, where we take you up close and personal with all the 2021 motocross models available here in the USA. Today, we're getting our first chance to ride the brand new Husky FC450. We got our first glimpse at this motorcycle a few months back with the Rockstar Edition. Now, we're not just looking at this bike saying bold new graphics. The bike does have new styling. It's got a brand new seat cover, which right off the bat, we're gonna tell you we love way better than the old one because it's not as harsh on your butt. The engine is basically the same as what the Rockstar Edition is. It naturally doesn't have the FMF slip-on. The mapping is identical. The big news on this bike is in the suspension department, and we're not just talking about new settings and new valving and that kind of stuff. They've actually lowered the bike 10 millimeters front and rear. So the front fork is 10 millimeters shorter. In the back, the travel of the shock is 10 millimeters shorter, but then they put on a completely different rear linkage that makes the performance almost identical. If you look at the performance curves, it's almost identical to the longer shock. What Husky was trying to do with this is get the bike with a lower center of gravity to improve stability and make the bike turn a little bit better. There is other minor changes done to the FC450 for 2021. You could check those out on our website for the complete lineup and all the things that are brand new for this year. If you're watching this on YouTube, just click the link in the description and it'll take you right to it. If not, head over to dirtbikemagazine.com. That's enough talking. We're gonna go ride this thing. Okay, our first day in the books of testing the 2021 Husky FC450, and the suspension changes that they made, the lowering of the suspension all around makes a huge difference. Every test rider, especially the test rider in the video, Sean Lapinovich, commented on this bike. He feels a lot more confident on this bike, a lot more planted. We did go up slightly in the front air pressure from what stock is. We're right around 11.2 or something, 11.3, somewhere right in there. In the rear, we actually did mess around with it a lot, but then went right back to the stock settings with about 104, 105 millimeters of sag. We definitely like the way that Husky's going. They're starting to broaden that gap between themselves and KTM. This suspension setting, making the bike 10 millimeters lower all the way around. We know that KTM didn't do that on their upcoming 2021 models, so it's nice to see that the brands are actually starting to do different stuff. Engine-wise, the Husky has a really smooth power delivery. It's fast, but it has a really smooth power delivery. Again, this year they are offering the optional airbox cover. The one that we tested didn't have any holes in it. They do offer that one that does have holes in it, just in case you want a little bit more response and a little bit more thrust out of the motor. We like it to where it's smooth and just like we tested it. And then the bike has all the stuff that we've come accustomed to, like the super powerful Brembo brakes, the Pro Taper bars that actually flex a little bit more than the neck and bars that come on the KTMs. So overall, the bike's just a little bit plusher. We do look forward to putting a lot more time on this bike. This is just our first day of testing, so we're gonna put a lot more time, try some different suspension settings at some different tracks around Southern California. And then eventually we're gonna throw this thing in the ring with all the other 450 motocross models available in the US. If you got a little bit more time on your hands, click the video thumbnail now to check out our first ride on the 2021 Kawasaki KX450. And as always, head over to dirtbikemagazine.com for the latest in off-road and moto industry news.